Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So I've been meaning to sit down and film this for a little while now but life and toddler sleep progression and having literally sleep that's been all over the place has meant I haven't been able to, but here I am. The title of this video, you can tell, is about knowing when to let go. And I have just wrote some subheadings over here because I don't want to forget anything that I'm about to talk about. And I'm going to try not to get emotional in this video. If you are a long-term subscriber, a long-term lovely, you will know that for the past probably 3 years or so, I've really gone back and forth with this channel. I've taken long breaks and then I've come back. I've said I'm not doing celebrity readings and then I've come back to them. I've really gone back and forth with this channel, and I can see now in hindsight why that was happening. Around 2020, maybe a little bit afterwards, really 2022 kick-started my life just really changing. My life started to change, and that's when I started to think, do I want to continue doing this how I'm doing it? And sometimes it was no, and sometimes it was yes, and that's why there was a lot of back and forth. And I think it's important to honour how you feel in the moment, which is why I took breaks when I needed them and why I came back when I wanted to come back. But I think it's also important to know when to let go of something and when to move on from something. When it's time to do something or take action on something, the idea will keep coming back to you. It won't stop. So even though I would persist and I would keep filming, it would constantly come back like, this isn't really aligning with, like, stop. And it wasn't the only thing that was happening within my life. You'll know if you've been here for a long time, or even if you've just started watching me recently, you know I left a 17-year relationship, and I didn't just wake up on that day and decide to leave. You know, that idea was also coming to me, and I was trying to persist. And when something is meant for you, it won't leave you alone. It won't stop. Like, the idea will come and you either take it then or you leave it. But if you leave it and it's meant for you, it will come back. And so stopping readings and stopping filming is something that has been recurring for me for quite a long time now, quite a few years. I persisted because I love this channel and I love reading for you and I love doing this. But I'm also at a point in my life now where I can't really continue it right now. From 2022, a lot of things changed for me. Relationships, I became a mum, which is a massive change in itself. And when you're going through changes like that and they're feeling quite brutal, like some changes I never even spoke about, like I lost friendships as well. I gave up friendships. That was probably the kickstart of all of this. You go into survival mode, and when you're in survival mode, you're just trying to get through constantly. You're just trying to get through, like you're just running on adrenaline and you're just trying to just get through every day. That's the kind of hamster wheel that I've been on probably for the past 3 years, definitely. Just trying to get through, trying to not let anything fall apart. In tarot, we have the Tower card. I have just had my Tower experience. Everything fell apart. Everything. Every single thing fell apart in my life. And when you're in it and it's falling apart, it's like you can't really do anything. You're just trying to manage with what you've got. You can't build anything new while the tower's falling apart. You have to just let it fall and just work with what you've got in the moment. That is survival mode. So if I've ever pulled the tower for you, or if Spirit's given you the tower, that's what it is. You know, your life is literally falling, but you can't do anything in that moment. You have to just get by. Well, my tower has crumbled. The crumbling has completed, and I'm now standing on the other side of that, a different person. You will never be the person you were at the start of the tower crumbling, and I'm not the person I was in 2022, and I'm not the person I was when I started this channel in 2016 or whenever it was. I'm a completely different person on the other side of a relationship breaking down, on the other side of grief, on the other side of becoming a mum. Like, you know, my whole world inside has changed. And what a lot of people don't realise is before your external world changes, everything changes internally first. It's internal and then external. You know, we project and we mirror what's going on inside first. So here I am on the other side of the whirlwind that I have honestly just walked through. And for the first time in however many years, I'm no longer in survival mode. And I'm just standing in a clean foundation. I've cleared the rubble. The rubble fell and I've cleared it. And now I have to look at rebuilding. I have to look at who I am now on the other side of all of that. And I don't know who that is. You know, that's the honest truth. And that's what happens to a lot of people when we come on the other side of transition. We don't know who we are anymore. We don't know where we're going. It's just big question marks. But what I do know is this part of my past life, because I have definitely jumped timelines, I can't take with me. I can't take this with me. I've grown this channel to where I don't feel like I can grow it anymore as it is. And maybe I'll come back one day and do something different or something along the same lines. But for now, I am surrendering it. I'm stepping back. I'm letting go of this channel. I'm letting go of readings. I will definitely come back to readings. I know, I feel that in my future. I am, you know, I'm an energy reader. That's who I am. That doesn't change. That hasn't changed. But in the capacity and way I do it now, I feel like I've outgrown this channel a bit. And I would probably do readings and things differently moving forward in my life. I see myself doing retreats and in-person readings and things like that. I just feel, I mean, this is all like hypothetical because I don't know. From this point now on in my life, sorry, I thought my child had woken up then. I am on a journey of self-discovery. I'm about to embark on a journey of finding out who I am. And 2025 has been brutal for me. I have shared bits and pieces of it. I will never forget this year. 2025, for any of you who are watching and who may have also had quite a brutal year, 2025 is a 9 year. 9s are the number of completion. They end cycles, they end chapters of life. Not only was this year a 9 year, but when we look at the Chinese astrological calendar, or however they call it, this was the year of the snake. And years of the snake are about shedding skin, shedding identity, shedding old lives, shedding old energy. So this year was completely about endings, completely about letting go, completely about endings, completely about transformation. And as we go into next year, 2026 is a 1 year, new beginnings. We will all probably feel an energy of starting new and fresh next year. And I definitely feel it. If 2025 had a poster girl, it's me. Yeah, this year just really came at me hard. And it's been a lot. And so I've had to be very, very honest with myself. And so it's time to let this go. It's time to let this go now. So I will be tidying up all readings, private readings. So if you would like one of those, the last day that you can book a reading with me for the foreseeable, because I don't know what's going to happen. It's all a question mark. I don't know. But for right now, it's for the foreseeable. The last day you can book a reading with me will be the 4th of December, 2025. And I am aiming to get all readings completed by the 31st of December. And if you are waiting for a reading from me, I have emailed everybody now. And there will be no more uploads on this channel, I don't think. You know, unless I decide maybe, see, I don't know, this is what I'm saying. There'll be no more celebrity readings, I can say that. But maybe I'll take you on the journey of me getting to know myself again. That could be quite cool. I won't be doing this as a business anymore, so it would literally just be a hobby, which takes a lot of pressure off of it for me. And also, sorry, let me just put this on. Also, spirituality for me, you know, I say this all the time, it's a practice, and being a mum is a full-time job. I'm not practicing spirituality right now, so I can't do it as my job. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't come and do it properly as my job because I'm not meditating, I'm not journaling, I'm not doing any of the things that I would like to be doing to be able to provide the best quality service that I can. And yes, I'm an energy reader, I always will be, but there's certain practices, like singers have to do vocal training. Even Beyonce still has to do, you know, do I use Beyonce? But, you know, people class her as a world-class star, so I will say her. Even she still has to do vocal warm-ups, you know. And as a energy reader, yes, I'm naturally talented, but I still have to maintain my craft. And at the moment, honestly, motherhood is as it should be. You know, when I became a mum, I wanted to give my all to being a mum, and I love it. But it means that I can't, it takes so much of my energy. I have a very active little boy and I love him so much. I'm so blessed, but it means I can't show up in my career. You know, as women, we're told we can have it all, and I do believe we can, but just not all at the same time. And so my energy is going where it needs to go on my baby, which means I won't be doing readings because I can't do them at the energy level consistently that I would like to be. So yeah, I started this channel back in 2016. I think it was 2016, and I originally started doing music reaction videos. I don't know if any of you have been here that long, but I used to do reaction videos, and some of them had, I was doing Bruno Mars reaction videos. They were getting 25,000 views, like more than any of my celebrity readings were doing. And I always wanted to do YouTube. I've always loved YouTube. So maybe I will continue documenting, like coming back to spirituality and all of that, because that could be quite fun, just vlogs, and I could just take you along with my life. That could be quite cool. I don't know, like I said, it's all question marks. I've loved the creation of creating videos. I love the creation side of YouTube. And one day I was just scrolling on YouTube and tarot reading popped up. And obviously I am spiritual. I've always been spiritual. I've always been into that. I've always been that way inclined. And I was like, oh my goodness, I never thought about doing readings online. And I did. And I never, ever, gonna get emotional. Let me just compose myself. Do you know I've actually filmed this video 3 times? When I said about coming back to something, I actually filmed this video initially, I think it was June, and I was like, no, Kirstie, just persevere. And in the June one, I was super emotional. I was crying the whole time, but I never, ever imagined that this channel would do what it has done for me. Ever. A lot of people will look and think, you've only got 5,000 subscribers. Yeah, but I've said this from the very beginning. It doesn't matter if you've got 50,000 subscribers or 5,000 subscribers. It matters how loyal your subscribers are. And you guys, you're so amazing, honestly. Through some of my darkest moments, this channel has been such an escape for me and such a light. And I am so grateful. I'm so grateful. You know, for my whole life, I always wanted to work for myself. This channel allowed me to do it. For my whole life, I wanted to read for people. This channel has allowed me to do that. I have read for people in Australia, in Canada, in America, all over Europe. I never in a million years, when I was in my early 20s and I thought about reading, that I would do it like this and that I would read for people all over the world. Never, ever, ever in a million years did I ever imagine that. And I am so grateful. Thank you. My confidence grew, my belief in myself grew. I've learned so much. I've grown so much. You know, when I started doing readings, I was what, 25? Maybe 26. I'm 33. You know, I've become a mum. You know, I've grown so much. To think where I was when I started doing readings online to where I am now is just insane. And I could not have done that without you. I couldn't. We can't do life alone, you know, we all need community. And as a community, I have been so blessed. So blessed. Some of you I have read for years. I know your personal lives. I know your families. I know your friends. You have supported me. You have been there for me. And I am eternally grateful. This has been my safe space. And maybe it will continue to be. Like I said, maybe I could continue. See, brainwaves coming now. I'm just unraveling and learning who I am now, really. But yeah, maybe I could document just as a hobby, self-discovery and stuff, and coming back to spirituality, and do vlogs maybe. If you'd like to see that, let me know. But I just want to end this video by sharing just the utmost gratitude for all of you for being here. So most of you have been here for years. And I'm truly honoured, honestly, truly. When I started YouTube, my only aim ever was to hit 1,000 subscribers. That's it. I didn't plan on doing private readings. I didn't plan on anything. I just wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I hit it quite quickly. And I think after that, I was a bit like, oh, what now? You know, and I've just been going with the flow ever since. But again, life is a bit wild like that, isn't it? And gosh, if I could go back and tell that girl where she'd be right now, I don't think she'd believe me. But what I will say is this: if your life is going through a tower moment and you are in it, I know it's brutal and I know it's hard, but I am at the most peace. I am the happiest I have ever been. And it's because of every tear I've had to cry, every boundary I've had to put in place shaking, you know, every time I've had to remind myself that I'm a recovering people pleaser now. The hard times actually make life easier in the long run. Every goodbye I've had to say, everything I've had to let go of, it has been for the best. So as much as we fight change and as much as we don't want our tower to crumble, sometimes it absolutely has to, so that we can have the peace and happiness we deserve to start again. So yeah, maybe I will see you soon then. Maybe we'll start something new on here. But more than anything, I didn't just want to stop and not come on and say all of this. I wanted to be transparent. And if you would like a reading before they stop on the 4th of December, I'll leave the link below. And lastly, but most importantly, thank you so much. Thank you.